Here we have a BMW X1 from 2016, and our problem it's related to the NOx sensor. It may be the wiring, maybe the sensor itself, maybe the corroded connector. And we have sensor 1 circuit A short to ground and sensor 1 circuit B short to ground. So in order to get access, they are located under intake manifold. Both of them, it has two sensors. So first we're gonna remove the intake manifold box, disconnect this connector, loosen this clamp, loosen this bolt, and after just slightly pull it up. It has two tabs like this that goes into those two bushings. Once you have the intake manifold removed, we're gonna loosen and put on the side the throttle body, and after this we're gonna loosen all the wires, all the connectors, loosen 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the bottom we have this is all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bolts, and we're gonna be able to take out the intake manifold. So now let's loosen the throttle body. Here's a 10mm bolt, 1, 2, and one more on the bottom, 3 bolts in total. But before that, actually we can leave the wire there, we cannot even disconnect it, we're just gonna leave it on the throttle body because it goes under intake manifold. We're just gonna disconnect this connector, pull out this wire, and this wire is out already. We disconnect our evap system line from here, from the intake manifold from the right side. After we disconnect it from here as well, so we can separate these two and we'll have more space to work around. And now we can loosen the bolts that are holding the intake manifold. So we have one bolt right here, second bolt right here, third bolt, fourth bolt, and here is the fifth bolt. That's it, all the bolts are loosened. And now we have one more connector right here. We're gonna loosen this one and free up the wire under. So now we're gonna pull out this one. That's it. We are able to pull out the intake manifold, as you can see. This is how it looks. Be careful, don't lose all 5 bolts. And as you can see here, we have one NOx sensor. One NOx sensor, it's here, and second NOx sensor, it's here. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna remove the first one and replace it with this one and see if this is gonna clean up the fault code or not, and we're gonna inspect it as well to see how it looks, see if it has any damages or not. Disconnect this one, you just press on the tab and pull it out. As you can see, there is this metal piece, you press it and pull it out. I just disconnected the connector. I want to see if it's gonna give the same fault code or it's gonna be a different code, because it was short to ground. So we still have the same problem. NOx sensor A short circuit to ground, NOx sensor B short circuit to ground. In order to remove the sensor, you will need a E10 socket like this. Loosen the bolt, take it out, and once the bolt is out, we can take out the sensor. And I think I see a crack in the body of this sensor, so it may be a bad sensor. Yes, you can see on the bottom right there is a crack, so this way I guess the water can get inside and damage the sensor itself. So I don't know, it may be the sensor itself. So we're gonna try to replace it now. So this is our first sensor connector, and the wire, as you can see, it's yellow and purple with black. Yellow, purple with black. And this one, yellow with yellow and black, goes to the second sensor. There are 2 more, but those 2 are going to this sensor. Probably it's like coolant temperature sensor or engine temperature sensor, I don't know, I'm not sure. But we need these 2, the yellow and the black with yellow. So I see here we have some ruts around here, so I'm wondering also maybe they just try to grind the wire on the bottom. So this is why it's connected this mount, to check the wire and see how it looks. I just tighten it. My new sensor in is 20 Newton meters torque on this bolt. The sensor is connected. I inspected the bracket for the ruts. I thought maybe it was grinded, but the wire looks good. So now we're gonna install back the intake manifold. So we have everything connected. Now let's test the car. BMW connected drive. So now I'm gonna delete the fault codes. So let's clean the fault codes, and we'll see if they come back or not. Four seconds. As you can see, it's turning the ignition off, and after turning on by itself, codes cleared. Okay, and now let's read them one more time. Let's see if it will come back or not, because it was coming back immediately before. System pass. No fault codes. That's good. So as you can see, that was the only problem, that knock sensor. I'm gonna let it work for 5 minutes and I'm gonna check one more time. But as you can see, I guess this crack in the sensor, it's exactly what was causing our fault code. As you can see, right here, it's a small crack. So I'm gonna let it work, and I'm gonna check again. I'm gonna let it work for exactly 5 minutes. Have no limp mode anymore. Check tire pressure. Yes, system, okay. Yeah, we have no limp mode anymore. The car power was limited because of this knock sensor, and the car was in limp mode, and now we don't have limp mode anymore. That's good. Have the engine working for about 5 minutes. Let's check one more time. System pass. No fault codes found. That's